Good afternoon, Madam Chair, esteemed committee. Brianna January with Chamber of Progress in respectful opposition to HB 18. We are a center-left tech industry association, but unlike traditional trade associations, our partners do not have a vote or veto on our positions. While we appreciate the sponsor's intention, the bill risks raising prices for riders, reducing earning opportunities for drivers, and threatening rideshare access for the communities in Maryland that need it most. Evidence from Seattle, Massachusetts, and New York City tells a consistent and cautionary tale. Rigid minimum pay mandates often backfire, hurting the very people that they are intended to help. And I'm glad to hear that other states were brought up in testimony. Committee, for example, in Seattle, after that city implemented its minimum pay ordinance in 2020, the city now has the highest rideshare fares in all of the country, averaging $60 for just a 30-minute ride. The math is simple. As fares increase, drivers have fewer earning opportunities. They get fewer calls, and they're often remaining idle for longer periods of time. Overall demand has dropped, and with that, so have tips. Lastly, committee, as Maryland residents face an increasingly high cost of living, any policy that raises transportation costs would hit those already struggling the hardest. And I appreciate your line of questioning, Chair, but I think that an even better question for us to ask ourselves is whether or not this proposal would ultimately price out Maryland's working families, the seniors, and the disabled folks who use ride shares as a lifeline. For these reasons, just this week alone, Virginia rejected a similar proposal, and last week, Maine rejected a proposal and instead opted to study the issue. At Chamber of Progress, I would like to state that while we're opposed to this particular issue, we would suggest that the committee consider things like portable benefits. The state of Maryland has entered into an agreement, for example, with one of the platforms that have been mentioned during the hearing, and that has been going really well as a pilot program. A statewide portable benefits program would allow drivers to earn benefits and also have voluntary contributions from the platforms themselves. That could be a better alternative versus risking their actual ridership.